Leaving a narcissistic relationship may sound easy, and so does moving on after it. But when it comes to doing it practically, it is one of the hardest things to do. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, and today in this episode, I'll be talking about 5 hidden fears that stop you from moving on after narcissistic abuse. If that sounds interesting, make sure that you subscribe to this channel by pressing that subscribe button and push that bell icon so that you stay updated with every latest episode that I post here. Number 1, and the most common fear being, what if I try once more and it works out? This is one of the biggest confusing questions that people ask themselves, and one of the fears that what if I leave and then someone else comes in and the narcissist gives them their best. And this is what keeps feeding the cycle of trying once more and then break up, trying once more and then breaking up again. So this is one of the biggest fears, that what if I try and it works, or what if I leave and someone comes in and they become better. And this is commonly rooted in the deep manipulation that happens in such a relationship, and the brain washing and the brain poisoning that the narcissist does in such a relationship. You must understand that even if you were to sacrifice your life for them, they would still not change and it would still not work. You have to remember that if it did not work after you giving them hundreds of multiple chances, it is not going to work now. This chance is not going to change them in any possible way, even if they claim to. Number 2 is, what if I don't find a partner ever again? So the nature of a narcissistic relationship is such that it fills you with deep fear, deep rooted fear that you are going to end up alone, and narcissist is the best person, the best partner you will ever have in your life. And one of the ways a narcissist controls you or keeps you in their grip is by telling you regularly that I am the best you will ever have in your life, that I am going to be the only person who is going to understand you the way I am understanding you now, and you are never going to find anyone else again in your life. You have to understand that this is absolutely, totally incorrect and wrong, and this is done only to keep you trapped. I can assure you that once you leave the relationship and you work on your healing, you are definitely going to find people healthier than what you have been in this relationship with a narcissist. So just trust yourself, trust the process, and if that is a thing that is stopping you, move on and move ahead. You're definitely going to find someone who really truly cares for you. Number 3 is, what if I experience unbearable pain, never-ending pain once I leave this relationship? Of course, you are going to experience a lot of pain for sure. You are going to grieve so many losses in combination, but none of it is going to be worse than what you are already experiencing in the relationship with a narcissist. Because believe me or not, when a survivor is still living in a narcissistic relationship with the narcissist, they are dying and living 1,000 times a day. So it's not less than living in hell. And once you leave this hell, whatever you experience, none of it is going to be everlasting as it would be in the case if you stay in the relationship. Definitely you would have to work through so many layers, but at the end, it's all going to be worth it. At the end, all that pain, all that sadness, all that anger, all that frustration, all that combination of so many heavy emotions would be released, and you would find your freedom. You would find the deep connection with yourself, and you would experience it in a way that you have never ever before. And I'm speaking from my personal experience. So if leaving is something that you are not doing because of the fear of experiencing pain, then let me tell you that what you are experiencing already right now in the relationship, nothing is going to be worse than how it is already. So just have the courage and leave. Number fourth, what if I end up losing a lot of money in the divorce process? My question to you is, what if the money isn't worth your peace, stability, and happiness? What if you end up gaining the peace, the stability, the healing, the transformation that you are completely disconnected from right now? What if it's all worth it? What if this one process sets you free for the rest of your life to expand in whatever way you can possibly imagine and then experience abundance financially? What if you end up earning more after that? You and I both know that when you are in a narcissistic relationship, you are restricted in all ways possible. Your health is affected, your capacity to work, to focus and concentrate, to give is affected, your ability to be yourself is gone and affected. Because once you reach a certain stage or in this relationship, after experiencing so much abuse, you stop recognizing yourself, you disconnect from yourself. So what if you end up gaining that connection? If finances is something that you're afraid of, understand that you will end up earning more, you will end up gaining more. But if you stay in this relationship, your capacity to learn, to earn, would be completely gone and compromised at one point. Number fifth, and I guess the most important one, is for those people who have children, that what if this divorce process or the separation hurts my children and takes away their father figure or their parental support or whatever it is? You have to understand that your children are growing in a very chaotic environment. I can tell you that from my own personal experience. Having to witness the constant chaos, never-ending arguments, fear, anxiety, overwhelming feelings, all of these as a child, it literally, killed me in my childhood in a way. It ruined my childhood. So it is never, ever a pleasant experience for a child to grow up in such an environment. And if you take this decision for your children, that is to leave, you are going to do them the biggest favor. You are going to do the biggest thing for them ever, because you are going to give them a chance to grow, to develop without all of that psychological trauma, without all of that control, all of that fear. You are going to save them their precious years. You are going to save them from the pain, the sadness that they would have to work on and deal with later in their life. You are going to save them from the unimaginable damage. So if, kids are concerned for you, just leave, because once you do so, you are going to give them a chance to grow fully. Because being with the narcissist, they would never ever experience, they would always be stuck, and they would go through the most extreme suffering ever known to mankind. And all of this is just from my own experience. So I hope in today's video, in today's episode, I was able to help you to understand the hidden fears that keep you stuck, and how you should approach them and how you should see them. I will talk with you very soon. Till then, let the healing begin.